And now we move on to our final pitch for the evening. And we are going to hear now from Smith's Rum Cream.
Thank you. Good night, everyone. Judges, I am Don Smith, CEO and founder of Smith's Rum Cream, and presenting alongside me is Shireen Jackson, the lovely Shireen Jackson.
Good night. Allow us to tell you our story. When we looked at the market, we realized that rum cream is loved and therefore has a wide appeal, but it is not inclusive. Why do we say this? This is because more than half the world is lactose intolerant. Can you believe that? Not all drinkers are the same. Traditional rum cream takes a one-size-fits-all approach. Our solution was to take the Smith's family strong back recipe, we made it lactose-free, and crafted Smith's Rum Cream. Smith's Rum Cream is a premium lactose-free cream liqueur with customized tiers for different types of drinkers. Our target market consists of both men and women of legal drinking age, of course, health-conscious consumers, the gifting market, and cocktail enthusiasts. When we looked at the global cream liqueur market size, we saw that last year it was valued at approximately 4.88 billion USD and is estimated to grow at a rate of 4 to 5% annually, reaching a projected 6.7 billion USD by 2032. Studies found that this growth is driven by innovation in the market, rising disposable income, an expanding cocktail culture, growth in online retail and duty-free sales, and of course, increased demand for low alcohol indulgent drinks. A closer look at the data revealed that 63% of the projected growth within the global market will be attributed to a growth of the dairy-free cream liqueur segment, which is expected to be 4.2 billion USD by 2031. Our competitive advantage is that when compared to other local producers, we are the only lactose-free option available. And of course, we have customized tiers. When compared to international base brands, it's not just that we're lactose-free and have customized tiers, but also our authentic Jamaican edge. In comparison to the plant-based options, which are often thin and unattractive to lovers of real dairy, we see again that our product has customized tiers, is authentically Jamaican, richer, silkier, and more indulgent because it is made from real milk. I'll now hand over to Donald Smith.
All right, so since the business was registered in 2022, our product availability has to 22 locations across 6 parishes. We've had 10 media features, including newspaper, radio interviews, and features on local TV. And we transitioned to glass bottles and released 2 of our 3 lines. Right, we're a pirate themed company, and back in that time, because we are a pirate themed company because of Jamaica's history as a hub for pirates, and back in that time, even though there were 3 classes of individuals: the citizen, which is represented by our citizen line, 17% is an entry-level line. Then the people that everybody knows about, the outlaws, the pirates, represented by our outlaw line, 21%, and our monarch line, representing the nobility of the time, which is 15%. But really, that's not the important quality about that line. What's important is the seasonal flavors that will be present in that line. We also won 2 awards. Last year, we won the Jamaica Observer Food Awards for Best New Local Product. as well as the JMEA Emerging Manufacturer and Services Company of the Year. So we are utilizing a circular business model in which we source our raw materials locally and our packaging from international suppliers. Then we process them in-house to create our lactose-free product before distributing via supermarkets, restaurants, and gift shops, as well as direct-to-consumer sales through online sales and pop-up events. Finally, we implemented a bottle buyback program to reduce our importation through recycling. We are targeting 5% of the global market, and we plan to do this in 4 steps, right? First is to scale up to increase our ability to, supply our demand. Secondly, is build out our foundation locally to attain dominance. Thirdly, is to expand into regional markets. And fourth, is to expand into international markets. And at each stage, we'll be doing more event marketing and increasing our product tastings. We'll be expanding collaborations with influencers, restaurants, and gift shops. We'll increase retail distribution in brick and mortar and online stores, and we'll continuously seek partnerships with diaspora and global distributors. So the global market size, Shireen talked about that earlier, was 4.88 billion last year. Last year we made, and that's USD, last year we made in USD 33,000, or just about 5.2 million Jamaican dollars. And to tell how significant that was, the year before that, which was our first year, we only made 469,000 Jamaican dollars. So we are projected to make $15 million this year, and we are targeting, as I said before, 5% of the global market, which is roughly 235 million USD, right? So she would have said before that 63% of the global market is actually, the growth of the global market, 63% of the growth of the global market by 2032 would have been due to innovations in the market, and that is mostly surrounding the non-dairy options, right? And we see great opportunity in that leg, right? So, in order to make all of this possible, although Smith's Rum Cream is a family business, so we have family members playing a role at each point of the business. We have an anchor team of 4 persons, being firstly myself as the CEO with a biochemistry background, as well as various other experiences across many industries. Secondly, it's Wilbert Buchanan. He's not here today. However, he has a background in compliance, from Bureau across many industries, but mainly the important part is his experience at Bureau Standards. Shireen Jackson, who is our
Business Development Coordinator. I used to be the Market Expansion Coordinator. I just changed, hence the hiccup. I also have a legal background as well, so I help with a lot of the paperwork.
And finally, Trishana Brooks, who has a background in accounting. So she helps us keep our inventory and accounting in order. All right. To meet our goals of 5% of the global growth by 2032, that's the next 10 years, we will need 85 million Jamaican dollars, right? And that 85 million Jamaican dollars will go towards expanding our business. That's buying equipment, hiring people, training people, and most importantly, 25% of that money will be used to do marketing. Because we are, in fact, still a very, very young and new company. So a lot of people don't even know that we exist, that they have lactose-free options, and that, they would also love what we have available.
Thank you for listening to our presentation, and our apologies for the hiccups. I'm glad you actually got to see it at the end.
Okay.
All right, so we actually brought samples. Hold on.
All right, no, it's not only for the judges. We have a few for the audience as well. Oh, however, smaller portions than what the judges will be getting. All right. So that you'll be tasting is the original flavor. We do have 4 flavors, and that's the first flavor that was made. Yes, it's a mix of pralines and cream and a butter pecan. So much different from any other original you've had. Please remember,
Bussin',
it's a
bussin'.
lactose-free rum cream.
It's bussin'. Bianca would like to see the bottle, meaning you won't see it again.
So do I get one as a gift?
This is bribing the judges. This one is my favorite, by the way, the butterscotch. So we have coffee, we have butterscotch, and original. That's original.
Original. Yes.
In case
All
you
right.
didn't hear, he said Jesus.
So as I was trying to say earlier, that we have customized tiers to our product line. So what the judges are trying now is yes.
Citizen, correct.
Yes. So that's the lowest tier, the entry level tier, 17%, right, for our customers. No, all right. So hold on. So lactose free
Well, yeah.
is different from dairy free, right? Dairy free means there's no milk. So they're using perhaps almond milk or oat milk or something, right? We're using milk. However, within milk, there is a sugar called lactose. And what we did was, it's a disaccharide. And what we did was we took an enzyme, taking you back to high school biology. That enzyme is called lactase. That enzyme splits that disaccharide into 2 monosaccharides, 2 simple sugars, glucose and galactose, right? And that's so. And a byproduct of that is we are now, because glucose and galactose is sweeter than lactose, we end up with a sweeter product without adding as much sugar. Right. All right. So as I was saying, 3 product lines, and across these 3 product lines, we have 4 flavors. Well, across 2 of these product lines, we have 4 flavors that they share. Right. For the Monarch and Citizen, we have our original flavor, which is called original because it was the first flavor that was made.
Citizen and outlaw. Citizen and outlaw, not manner.
Sorry, Citizen and Outlaw, we have our original flavor which was called original because it was the first flavor that was made, and it's actually a blend of pralines and cream and butter pecan. So it's right. So it's not vanilla, as you would have experienced with our competitors. Our second flavor, however, is vanilla, right? And our vanilla is actually made with vanilla beans grown in St. Mary. Our third flavor is called butterscotch, which tends to be a favorite of the ladies, right? So much so, it is affectionately called the drawers dropper. And our final flavor, right? It tends to be a favorite of the men. It was inspired by my dad, and it's our customized Blue Mountain coffee blend, right? So you'll taste nothing like it out there. To just give, thank you, to just give a little information about our Monarch line, which has not been released yet, right? So for the Monarch line, we have seasonal flavors. One of the flavors that we have coming out for it is lemon, right? No, it's lemon.
Lemon.
Yes. So the bottle design is different. It's much more exquisite. That bottle, well, so the thing that is unique about that flavor is because it's a citrusy flavor. You're not going to get that in any other rum cream.
Yes, we're going to create magic.
They're afraid of curdling. That phase has already been passed, right? It's just to bring it out to market. No, we actually have 3 flavors that we have planned for that line.
He's offering to be an ambassador, a brand ambassador. You know, with
That would be
potential
perfect.
Discounts and some free product as an influencer.
All right, that would be perfect. Right, so the flavors for the Monarch line are actually tested, and well, the first 3 are actually tested, and we know what they are going to be. Yes, it's a seasonal line. I can tell you what the second one is. I'm not going to talk about the third one, right? But the second one is called Number 11. No, I don't know
Like
if
the mango.
like the mango, right? And that flavor, it's actually my favorite mango. I don't eat East Indian, unfortunately. I had too much, but the Number 11 is actually superior to the lemon flavor Monarch. Yeah.
Okay, do you guys have any questions? I have a question. Okay, I have a question. This is actually not my first time trying Smiths.
We remember you.
I saw them at the expo and I was like, ooh. So, I can't be bought. I'm used to the high quality. Look at it. Okay, so my question is, I'd love to know a little bit more about your go-to-market strategy in terms of like the marketing, especially for the export market.
So, all right, so let me start off like this. We did a lot of pop-ups last year. A number of them were on the North Coast. A lot of tourists had the opportunity to experience our product. It turns out that they really liked it. And they bought a couple of bottles and they brought it back overseas and they shared it. So we have the first good thing going for us, which is word of mouth, right? They've been telling a lot of people about it. At the end of last year, something really amazing happened. Social media influencer overseas got a hold of our rum cream and decided that they'll do a comparison with all the other rum creams, all the other milky liqueurs, right? And they rated ours at the top of the pile. So it's still word of mouth that's going, but now it's social media influencers. We found that using social media influencers has been extremely impactful to the growth of our company. We saw it. It was something that we initially investigated. We tried it. It was expensive. We did one. We stopped. It was this guy called Betadon. Not another moms. He did it. We got good traction, but it was expensive. Uh, since then, we've had a lot of inquiries from other influencers. You know, they're actually reaching out, saying, "Look, I want to do something with your product, right? I like it. I've tried it from so and so place, and let me lower the price for you. Let me make it attainable." So we're going to go the social media influencer route. We're still going to use the traditional means of marketing, so radio, TV, newspaper, but a lot of pop-ups, a lot of tastings will be done to win over our customers, to get our new customers familiar with what is available, which is, the opportunity to elevate their drinking experience.
All right. For me, I don't really have a question because post your presentation, you've explained a lot. You've provided a lot of information. We've tasted the product. I would have loved if you've done a lot of that within the presentation, because I think that would have added more value to what you're saying to us rather than saying it after. Because first, tasting the product, you realize the quality of it, and then the added information would have added a lot more value, which would have improved the points. I've graded you already during the presentation, so just a pointer for other pitch competitions.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Smith's Rum Cream.
All right.
Okay. So I think that you got everybody's attention. And we are happy to say that we are now at the end.